Hello, guys, and welcome back to the PREDICT FUTBOL Channel. Once more, I'm here again to give you my 5 picks, my 5 games that I think will play over 2.5 goals come the end of this particular weekend, the 20th and 21st of December 2025. Here I've analyzed and I've picked 5 matches that I think that the teams involved in this game will produce at least 3 goals in the respective matches. So the first game on my bet slip is the game between Stuttgart and Hoffenheim. This game is in the German Bundesliga. These two sides have met each other, multiple times over the years, and their games have never failed to produce goals. And I think this game is going to continue in that particular sequence. When you also look at their recent form in the recent matches they've played in the Bundesliga, you see that they also don't fail to produce goals. It's very evident in the sense that Stuttgart the last 6 games that Stuttgart have participated in the Bundesliga have all produced at least 3 goals in it. Some of them have produced as much as 6 goals even. And Hoffenheim, on the other hand, have also had goals being produced in their matches. Of the last 6 games they've participated in also, they've had 4 of these 6 games producing at least 3 goals. And many of the time, they are the ones even doing more of the scoring than their opponents. So when two sides who can score face up against each other, it's promising to be a really, really, really good goal-first match. So I think that this game between Stuttgart and Hoffenheim will have at least 3 goals in it, hence it's in my over 2.5 picks. So Stuttgart versus Hoffenheim, I think it will end up with over 2.5 goals. And this game, like I said, is in the Bundesliga for those who do not know, in Germany. And then the second game on my bet slip is the game between Augsburg and Werder Bremen. This game is also in the Bundesliga. These two sides are in the lower end of the table, although Werder are a little bit ahead of Augsburg, having had a slightly better form than Augsburg have. But one thing that has been consistent in these two sides is that goals have been being involved in their matches. I think it will continue in this particular game. Augsburg at home do not fail to score. They, at least of recent, have continuously scored goals at home, while Werder, on the other hand, have also managed to pipe in a good number of goals themselves, although they've been the one doing most of the conceding in the games that they've been involved in. But nonetheless, for Werder, 3 of the last 6 games that they've participated in have had at least 3 goals in it, while the other 3 games have had 2 goals, narrowly missing out on the 3 goals threshold. And Augsburg, on the other hand, 3 of the last 7 games that they've been involved in have had at least 3 goals in it. And I think that this game will have at least 3 goals as well. Like I said, these two sides have goals in their game, whether they're the ones scoring or they're the ones conceding. It's almost evident that goals appear in their matches. I think it will continue come the end of this particular weekend. So the game between Augsburg and Werder Bremen is an over 2.5 game according to my picks. And like I said, it's in the German Bundesliga for those who do not know. The next game on my best slip is in the Premier League over in England. It's a game between Bournemouth and Burnley. This game might be a little bit surprising for some persons out there, but I genuinely think that this game will have at least 3 goals in it. Why do I think so? I think so because Burnley have a knack of scoring goals and also have a knack of conceding. At least recently, they have a knack of conceding even while scoring. It seems like against almost any opponent they play against, be it against the very top and against the very best, and even against the very worst teams, they manage to score and they also manage to concede. And I think that trend will continue in this particular match between them and Burnley. Burnley are officially one of the worst sides in the league, although based on points they are not far off from those above them in West Ham and Nottingham Forest as well as Leeds, but they are a little bit far off from Burnley in terms of quality, in terms of points, and even in terms of form. Burnley, like I said, do score and they do concede, and I see them scoring multiple times in this game. I think Burnley will score at least 2 goals in this game, perhaps as much as 3 even. While Burnley, on the other hand, I think Burnley will score probably 1. Or maybe more than 1, but I think they will score at least 1 goal in this game. But I think Bournemouth will score at least 2 goals or even more. So cumulatively, I think this game has promise of having 3 goals in it, and I don't think they will fail to do and deliver that. So I think this game between Bournemouth and Burnley is an over 2.5 match. I think by the end of the 90 minutes, we'll have cause to rejoice, because they would have produced at least 3 goals in it. So that's the game in the Premier League, having over 2.5 goals. The next game on my best sleep is the game between Heracles and their opponent, Heerenveen. Heracles versus Heerenveen over in the Dutch league. This game is being played by 2 sides that they know each other. They've met each other since last season. They met each other this season as well. They're meeting each other again. Heracles are primarily the over 2.5 lords in quotes of the Dutch league. They managed to have over 2.5 goals almost constantly flow in their games. Whether they're the ones scoring, they're the ones conceding, they end up having most of their matches, a vast majority of their matches, having over 2.5 goals. I think that that will likely be the case come this particular weekend, because even when you look at their opponents, Heerenveen also do not fail to have goals in their game. Consistently, they produce goals. Consistently, they have goals in their game. I think that they will, also not fail to ensure that this game has at least 3 goals in it. I think it's likely going to be it involve both sides contributing to the goals. I think at least one side will score 2 goals and the other side will score at least 1. So I think that maybe a 2-1 win or a 3-1 win or even a 2-2 draw would be actually a suffice in this particular game. But nevertheless, whatever happens, I think there will be at least 3 goals in this game come the end of the 90 minutes. And then the final game on my best sleep is the game also in the Dutch league, the Netherlands league, the Eredivisie. It's the game between Excelsior Rotterdam versus PEC Zwolle. This game is between 2 sides that are doing well for themselves, although they are not in the best of form currently. But what is actually more important for me is not their form in terms of whether they win or lose, but in terms of goal scoring and goals conceding. Their games have been shown to produce goals. Games involving them individually, respectively, that is, have been known to produce goals, and I think that will likely be the case come the end of 90 minutes in this particular match. I think that these 2 sides have it in them to score, and also have it in them, obviously, to concede. And I think this will be the case in this particular game between these 2 sides, Excelsior versus PEC Zwolle. So this team is the 5th and the final team, or rather these teams are the 5th and the final teams that I have on my best sleep to score at least 3 goals in that game. So I'll do a very, very quick recap here. So the 5 teams I think that will play at least 3 goals, that is over 2.5 goals, the teams involved, the matches involving Stuttgart versus Hoffenheim. That's the first match on my best sleep. It's in Germany, the Bundesliga. The second game is also in Germany. Augsburg versus Werder Bremen. That's the second game. The third game is the game in the Premier League over in England between Bournemouth and Burnley. And the fourth game is the game over in the Eredivisie, that's the Netherlands League, between Heracles and Heerenveen. And then the final game on my best sleep is the game between Excelsior Rotterdam versus PEC Zwolle. These 5 games comprise and make up about approximately 12 odds. So this is a 12 odds bet sleep. Please do not sleep on this one. Endeavor to stick on it, and we hope that come the end of the 90 minutes of all these 5 matches, we'll have what we want, which is at least 3 goals in the match. So those were my 5 picks. Please do not forget, if you're coming across the channel for the very first time, please do give us a like. Please do also subscribe to the channel. Also do well to share our videos, share this type of video, and also share subsequent videos as well. Also do well to tell us what you think in the suggestion box, the comment section. That is, you can banter, please do that very respectfully. Also hit the notification bell so you get notified when I will drop a new video like this one. So until the next video, guys, see you in a big good luck.